What a really, really strange experience. The other day, I visited the website Reddit and stumbled upon a page called Cursed Foods. It's basically people posting the weirdest, most questionable food combinations you'll ever see. Some of them are barely recipes, some of them look genuinely dangerous, and a few I thought, you know what? I'll actually try those. Now, there's a couple that I'm going to skip straight away, understandably, that are just not edible. I mean, look at this. That is basically a Pop-Tart sandwich, but with raw meat inside. I think they're calling that a Pop-Tart lasagna. I didn't fancy doing that. The other one was this. I mean, that's a very low quality image. And is that like chunks of apple or something? But that is quite clearly a tub of Vaseline being spread on a cracker. There is no way I'm going to do that. Vaseline's like, I'm sure that's possibly edible. I don't want to try and find out. I think we just get started. All right, the first one, and they might get progressively worse. Look at this. This is, I guess, we'll call it a saltine cracker sandwich. Carbs on carbs. Now, saltine crackers are slightly different to crackers we get here in the UK. I believe they're flakier. They've got salt in them, obviously. I think they're made with yeast as well. They're a little bit lighter. Now, unfortunately, I can't get them in the UK, but the good news is I've ordered them to arrive today. They've not arrived yet. So the bad news is, if this is rubbish, I'm going to do a UK version now, and when it arrives, I'll stick the saltine cracker on the end just to give us complete verification that this is either cursed or indeed tasty. So the ingredients for this one are minimal. I've got my crackers and the bread. I'm just having a little look here. Yep. Oh no! Is that a little bit of butter on the top half of the bread? I don't think it is. I think it might be a shadow, and I'm going to base it purely on that bottom slice of bread, which looks extremely bare. Saltine cracker sandwich, UK edition. So a British cracker is a lot firmer. And I literally just put it on there like that. Is that it? All right, let's give this a try. Oh, gosh. That has to be up there with one of the most boring bits of food I have ever tasted. It tastes like packaging. And I think with a little bit of spread in there, it might be all right. Or any sort of flavour, which is where perhaps the saltine cracker might work. So let's find out. All right, it's a day later and some saltine crackers, I'm not sure about this brand, not seen them before, have arrived. Much, much lighter than an English cracker. I am going to try buttering one half. I think that might help. All right, so we've got a dry one and we've got a buttered one. Let's try the non-buttered one. No, still tastes like food packaging, but I will say, because it's slightly thinner, I didn't get any of the salt, but because it's a thinner texture, it didn't taste too cardboardy. But maybe the moisture from the butter... Okay, that has completely transformed it. I can't tell from that image if butter is supposed to be on it, but with the non-butter, 100% cursed. With the butter, it actually brought the salt flavour out, so it has some taste to it. It's quite, well, tasty. Sweet corn cobbed with jam. Loving the spelling there. It looks like a barbecue side dish has had a sticky accident, but I think this could be quite nice. It's essentially dessert veg. So my grill is preheated. To be fair, there is no recipe we're actually following here, and that sweet corn did look slightly charred, so we'll oil it a little bit. Yeah, why not? Just a little bit of oil, but this will just help it. Go on in. In you go. My mouth is so dry from that sandwich. We'll just get it charred all over. Couldn't really figure out if it was raspberry or strawberry jam. I'm going to just do it on one cob, actually, because if this is awful... Oh gosh. All right, let's see if sweet on sweet works. It's got to, surely. This could pass as like a cheeky snack that you get at a fairground. I'd say that is not cursed. I mean, it's confused, but that is definitely tasty. That's phenomenal. Traditional Italian pizza. Yes, that is Pringle's pizza flavour with chunks of pineapple on top. But again, with this for authentic pizza taste, we've got to wait slightly for a delivery, which again is supposed to be arriving. But what I have managed to grab this morning, and this is legit, I went around 5 supermarkets, I couldn't find any pizza flavour crisps whatsoever. So I just grabbed some Pringle's passport flavour, Chinese style sweet and sticky wings. I feel like this could be a student's version of a canapé. I feel like the Pringle is perfectly shaped to balance the pineapple chunk into it. There we go. Look at that. It looks like a cowboy hat. But how does it taste? Oh. I was really expecting this to be nice and sweet, but it's taken it all out of it. But I could not taste the Pringle at all. And the pineapple, I was hoping for that sweetness to kind of work together. It made it soggy and just kind of bland. Ugh. But of course, with those Pringles, we aren't making the traditional Italian pizza. So like the saltine crackers, I've ordered some that were supposed to arrive today, and here they are. All right, 24 hours later, I have got a tub of Pringles. The bad news is, it sounds like every single one is broken. I think it's actually come from France as well. Le saveur parfait. Oh my gosh. Look, they're all mostly broken. I just want to find one. Oh, what about down here? Oh, there's a little... Oh, no. Oh no! Seriously, come on. Ah, that's probably the best one so far. Can I get a refund on Pringles that I ordered on Amazon? Oh! I've got one. See if we can make it look like a... Oh no! No! I'll have to put it on the next best one there. But I want to taste what they're like on their own anyway first. Oh, it didn't taste like pizza at first. It tasted like tomato dust. But then there was a little oregano kick. I can't believe I couldn't find pizza flavoured crisps like anywhere. I'm sure like some brand does it. I went to 5 supermarkets. Traditional Italian pizza with the pineapple on? Of course not. Oh, that's really weird. Like I can 100% taste the sweetness in that. Compared to the ones yesterday, I can actually taste something. It didn't just completely go bland and mushy. These had a bit more like structure to them, an actual flavour with the sweetness of the pineapple too. That is actually tasty. I just wouldn't recommend eating it anywhere near an Italian. Mamma mia! All right, this next one is an amazing food pun, whatever happens. I always want to pronounce this Cacio, like the watches, e pepe. Apparently, Cacio e pepe, or Cacio e grepe. In its standard form, a fairly simple but delicious pasta dish. It says my mom, American spelling, because I think an Italian would probably shudder at this. But I think this could actually be okay. Ugh. So apparently, I've not done this before, but it was one of the feedback I had when I've made this recipe, was to actually toast the pepper for like 20 seconds. Well, by the time I moved the camera, that's actually been about 40 seconds, but just until fragrant. And it is fragrant. It's smelling like cinnamon, no, cloves. Yeah, it smells quite autumnal. All right, this is some of the reserved pasta water, not all of it. Apparently we scrape it up like this. The water is nearly reduced down. It's bubbling up and smelling amazing. Spaghetti goes in and we just completely coat it in that peppery water. Brilliant. So now we'll get some of that pecorino a little bit at a time. We slowly add the pasta water as needed. And then the pièce de résistance, or the piece of resistance. I mean, to be fair, as good or as bad as this tastes, I think I've made mine look quite nice. Fruit salad meets pasta night. What could go wrong? Ooh, that actually works. The heat that is coming off the spaghetti, as I just try it in isolation. Why did I have a vision of me eating spaghetti in a straitjacket? There's a lot of heat on that. The heat from the pepper, the cheese is fairly mild. But add a grape with it. Boom. This like burst of sweetness, and it's not overpowering. The texture works with it. It's just suddenly like goes whoosh and like neutralizes it temporarily, but the heat stays there. The flavor of the cheese stays there. Like that works. I don't think you'd want to do it with like a tangerine or something because of like the intensity of the citrus and the strength. Like that actually looks really, really nice. This is where I find out that there is actually a grape version of this in Italy and it's just like a standard dish. If it's not, that is probably my favorite so far. Greek yogurt with caviar and chia seeds. So salty fish eggs on yogurt. The thing I'm finding about these images, you don't actually tell that people are actually eating them. Like my taste buds have immediate issues like that. It's like someone's combined breakfast with a James Bond villain starter. Let's be quick with this one. Right, so Greek yogurt, and the tub literally says on it, packed with protein. Some chia seeds. Yeah, I'll sprinkle them on there. High in fiber and omega-3. And of course, caviar, which is basically salt. Oh gosh, that's it. That's the dream, folks. Take it all in. I assume we just mix it all together into one big spoon like this. And just for evidence, look, I've got the caviar there, the yogurt, and the specks of chia. Ugh. That tastes like I'm eating sour milk underwater. The chia seeds are doing a little bit of crunch, the caviar is just pure salt, and the Greek yogurt is just this gentle creamy texture that just sat there going, what the heck is going on? And that's exactly what I'm doing. That is... No, don't try it again. That is horrendous. Why would someone eat that? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's probably really healthy other than the salt. For me, it tastes like I've gone and got a glass like half filled with milkshake, scooped that into the sand and the sea at a beach and drunk it. In fact, that is literally what it's like. Don't do that. That is cursed. Oh. I got this image from R. Sandboxels. The one who did it needs to be isolated from ever touching a cuisine. Yes, that is a bowl of Cheerios in milk with cheese and hot dogs. Breakfast, lunch and dinner in a bowl. If this tastes good, I will eat this laptop. I do feel a little bit odd after that last one, I've got to be honest. That just didn't sit right with me. All right, some cheese draped on the side. Obviously some milk. I'm gonna go semi-skimmed, you know, don't wanna go full fat. Because there's literally a hot dog shoved in it. That is absolutely ridiculous. But sometimes the strangest food combinations end up being the next biggest thing. Look at hot honey, that's a bit of a trend right now. Salted caramel, that was a buzz. Hot dog cheese cereal, doesn't quite have the same ring to it. But how does it taste? This is the other thing with those images, you don't see them eating it, but you don't know what the serving suggestion is. I mean, have a look at that. We've got to go for it. Oh, it's sweet. Oh. What a really, really strange experience. I think this could be breakfast cereal's darkest ever timeline. It feels like my fridge has lost a bet. But amongst all that, this is such a weird thing to say. Why are you saying this? I will try it again. I don't know whether it was the cheese, the hot dog with the milk. Ugh. That's what it is. It's not the Cheerios or the cheese. It is the milk infusing into the hot dog as you eat it. So if I went for the healthier version with the skim milk, I think that would taste even worse. Like just the hot dog soaked in milk. You still get the smoky aftertaste, but when it's all together, we're kind of rating cursed recipes here. Remember that, right? I can't believe it, but that is actually tasty. And it's probably all about opinions, but if someone knows there's going to be hot dog in there, it kind of works. I should not have liked that as much as I did, and I think the next time I have those Cheerios, I'm probably still not going to think, needs hot dog. Speaking of which, this is our nice simple one here. Look at this. This is the hot burger. That's basically a burger bap with some ketchup on it and some sliced hot dogs into coin shapes, although it does look a little bit like dog treats, doesn't it? It's like somebody looked at a burger and went, yeah, too normal. All right, so we take a bun. Oh my gosh, slice the hot dogs into coin shapes, and honestly that might actually be enough already. So that's pretty much it. Obviously you can make two if you want. We just shove that on. Not a hot dog, not a burger, it's a hot burger. I don't know if I even need to sit down for this one. I mean, it is hot dogs pretending to be a burger. But there's a sort of novelty factor in that. It's quick and easy. The hot dog covered the whole surface area of a bap. There's a light smoky taste. That's tasty. Finishing with something that looks like it should be in a nuclear power plant rather than the kitchen. This is blue ramen. If food poisoning had a colour, this would be it. I guess it's just ramen that's blue, right? We've just had hot dogs and cheese with Cheerios and milk. This is blue ramen. Like when I was doing an order of what I thought would be bad to worse, I thought I will leave this to the end. The burger was just amazing, but this is just purely visual. Mr. Noodles. These were from the food warehouse where I looked for the Pringles and failed. And of course, I've got some blue food colouring and it says natural blue. So what is naturally blue? Obviously not ramen. But like beetroot, they use that, for example. That's a natural flavouring. Vegetable glycerol, water, brilliant, and spirulina concentrate. What the heck is spirulina? Spirulina is a type of nutritious spiral-shaped blue-green algae that has been consumed for centuries by ancient civilizations like the Aztecs. Oh, it's very kind of them to let us borrow this. All right, noodles are done. I think it's only fair to add in the stock. Ooh, right, let's do this. I don't know how much to add in. That is blue, oh my word. I'll tell you what, the noodles are not getting dyed at all. It's just the broth within it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna drain some more of this stock off, and I think the gel might grip the actual noodles better. Yeah, I mean, I'm just draining this off right now. That looks more like squid ink. Yeah, I think we need to get it on the noodle. Oh, it was actually much more jelly like this, to be fair. Oh, there we go. That is better. But I think I know how they've done that image. I mean, it could be AI, but it looks quite old. Look, there you go. But to me, it looks like that someone's taken a photo that's just found an excessive amount of food coloring because it's really, really vibrant on there. In fact, let me try that sort of intense blue color like this, right? Oh, it's gone black. Oh no, this is an old one that I've had. Is that what happens to it once you use it for a while? Oh no. Maybe I will need a splash of that on there. What is going on now? Oh gosh. Like, can I work that in? Oh, there we go. It's actually getting quite blue by doing that. The blue is showing. What? Yeah, I think that's the best I'm gonna get it. You can't deny that is definitely a plate of blue noodles. My tongue is 100% gonna be blue. The smell says noodles. The color says cleaning fluid. I feel like I'm about to eat a cartoon. Ooh, that's made it very, very sweet. It's like blue flaying noodle tail. Ooh, I got a little bit of the seasoning then. No! It doesn't taste the same. It tastes sweeter now. I mean, it's visually striking. Definitely not my favorite today, but also not the worst. But it is still cursed. The worst one by far today has got to be that Greek yogurt caviar thing. I never want to try that again. All right, I need to have a good old wash now. But if you've enjoyed this and you've seen any other cursed foods, do let me know down below or send me links on your social media platform of choice, and I'll see you later. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.